So I think nailing the low end for a bass guitar can be a little tricky, trying to get something that's tight. I've picked up a trick before this by Warren Hewitt from Produce Like a Pro. I think he put me on to the idea of using R-Bass, which is kind of a magical plugin. Let's check out the bass guitar. And this is going through parallax without additional compression afterward. Now, it's a little bit more of a clanky bass guitar tone, but within the context of a mix, it might not have enough oomph to take it through. We've got a lot of like upper mid information there, a little bit low mid, but not enough to kind of carry the energy and work together with the drum's kicks. Now, to make it congeal, you can use something like R-Bass to push it up. And R-Bass is pretty cool. So what it does is it compresses and fills out the low end, and you get to choose what frequency you want to emphasize. So I put 60 hertz, so it sits below the kicks fundamental, which is around 80 in this track. But I did find that it felt a little bloaty using this because it doesn't really let you shape the crossover point of where it compresses low end. It just kind of takes the entire thing and saturates it. You can end up in a situation where the low mids might be a little too much. So I've been using R-Bass for a while because it was such a massive improvement from using the average compressor or a multiband compressor like Pro MB. But it got me thinking. Tried something else I had, which I didn't really play around with, which was low control. It's similar, but you get to choose the crossover point of where the compression happens. And compare that to R-Bass. It's a lot more focused, I think. A lot of the issues I had with the bloating that's happening is taken out because I get to choose where the crossover point is, which is at 145 hertz. And I think there's a massive difference. The important thing going about with compressing bass guitars in the low end is it is adding additional harmonics within the low end so that it can be heard across different playback devices. But you want to introduce harmonics that you still hear, you know that the fundamental is that specific frequency, like 65 hertz. Adding the saturation distorts the harmonics above the fundamental, and those are additional frequencies that can carry through different playback devices.